losing my mind.
Welcome back to another episode of Change Tomorrow Today. We back with Joshua in the building.
Yes,
How
sir.
you doing,
Mr.
brother?
Brown,
How you
Mr.
doing? How
Brown,
you
Mr.
doing?
Brown.
Glad to be
Fellowshipping
here.
with us.
Glad to be
District
here.
99.
Hey,
In the
that's the
2000s.
best district. That's the best district.
Yeah,
I'm standing
Lord.
on it. I'm
Yeah,
standing
you gotta
on it.
stand on it,
I'm
man.
standing
Standing
on
on
it.
business.
I'm standing on that one. I'm standing on my district. Well, we're gonna be the best district to show you how you gonna show to set the model in state of Florida, like the Santas like to say. Florida set the model.
You got to shake up, shake
Yeah,
up,
man.
shake
We're
up.
gonna set the model how our district supposed to be ran, and I'm ready to lead that new wave of what we're
So
gonna
let's
stand
talk
on.
about your nonprofit,
Step it.
stepping up.
Step up, brother. Step up, brother.
How this came about? Where this came from?
Oh man, it started as I stumbled on this by accident. I ain't even gonna sit here and lie, man. I was all about for profit doing my sports, dealing with my youth, trying to get them my juniors, my high school juniors, my unsigned high school juniors, trying to get them that exposure to go to college. 2019, I came back in 2017. I was
where?
doing this in Atlanta.
Where you come
In Atlanta, I was in Orlando, so I like, you know what, mom got sick. All right, let me come back down, help my sister out. I took a year or two off to check, to survey the landscape in Broward County. You know, it's different. You know, they look like their parents to go spend $1 million on cars, but they want to invest in their kids. So it's like, all right, I can't bring that Atlanta mindset because parents not going to invest in their kids like they should be. So I was just sitting back and watching. I always knew about this new program called Rising Senior. It was big in Georgia. For juniors only. You know how you have your all-star games for football players, for seniors. I said, you know what, let me start a year early. Let me get the junior. So I did a showcase, got Larry Brewstein, my other brother, Bleachers, got everyone involved, say, listen, this is what we're going to do. I want to have a junior showcase. Everybody do seniors. We're going to do juniors. Got it kicked off 2019. Went to Patrick Surtain, Rondé, Darryl Porter. Listen, I want to host that American Heritage. Let's make it happen. We did it, whoop the whoop. That following year, I said, you know what? This is the time HBCU wasn't really getting their just due. I think Dion just signed. He just signed with Jackson State.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, you know what, man, this is the bitch HBCU campaign. So after hearing one of the students, I was like, man, you know what, our black boys are lost. I need to switch this a little bit. So going into after the showcase was over, I want to say April of 2019. March of 2019. I said, you know what, next year we're going HBCU. We're going with dominant black. That was going to be 2020. Fast forward, 2020 came COVID. Everybody's life stopped. My life stopped, everything. I seen the portal switching, but I didn't know that now you got those seniors get an extra year. Yeah. I'm like, wow, these juniors ain't really going, if they ain't already being recruited, they're not even going to have a chance. Like, man, they're going to have to backpack this. They're going to go to JUCO, like, football landscape for the change.
Oh, so this is football. Really?
Yeah, this was football.
High school.
This was high school. So now I'm going to tell you how I stumbled on Step Up.
Okay.
So, like everybody else, everybody had to switch up now. Like, damn, I'm sitting here like, yo, I was about to do the biggest HBCU showcase. Now my life done stopped. What I'm going to do? So now I'm speaking with other sports promoters and stuff. We sitting like, yo, man, what else we going to do, man? Like, we can't move. Like, the transfer portal is big now. If these juniors ain't really, we don't know we're going to play sports anymore. Like, COVID done changed everything. So it's like, what did I do? Now I'm beefing with my administrator. I'm like, man, this ain't working because, I'm all for the kids. Right. At the time, I was a job coach with Broward County School Board. So I'm like, man, you know what? Man, this ain't really going to work. I know I'm an entrepreneur by heart. I just had to get a job because I didn't know what I was going to do. Funding would start getting low. All right, man, listen, let me see what direction I'm going to go. So let me go work for the school board until I figure this out. So as I was doing that, and course COVID was going on, getting closer to the end of the year, me and my principal wasn't seeing eye to eye. I'm always a business guy. I took the second American dream, entrepreneurship. I didn't go off to college and get a degree like some of my peers. I took the second American dream, entrepreneurship. But anyway, a dollar in the dream. So I'm like, man, you know what, Josh? You got to think of something. You love dealing with kids. How can you make a sustainable living? I started nonprofit. Guys, I didn't know nonprofit was going to be like this. Nonprofit is a dog-eat-dog world. You talking about politics, it's just like politics because those established older organizations going to get the funding first. Yeah. When you're a newer organization, it's hard to prove yourself and get funding because organization before you messed up. So they're going to feel that you're going to do the same and you are a minority business.
The game within the game.
Yeah. So with that being said, so I'm like, man, you know what? I'm going to step out on faith. I'm finna go through with it. Got my 501c3, came up with a name. So what would be unique? I know there's a lot of step up. I like, man, I need to do something because I'm doing something big because I'm finna step up and I know exactly what I'm bringing. I'm going to deal with felons. I'm going to deal with advocacy work and human services. So I like, man, let me add with mine. It was the exclamation mark after the P, because there's so many step up scholarship, whatever, step up apprenticeship to City of Fort Lauderdale. What would make me stand out? So I put the exclamation mark behind my up P to make it stand for step up, because we're coming, we're excited. This is what we're going to do. We are a community organization. Right. So with that being said, I've been running ever since. It's been challenging because it took me 3 years to really figure out the funding game, because it's a game. Not on them because I don't want to use. No, I'm sorry.
No, it's a what?
You got to know the business. Let me take that back. No. Let me take that back. No, the funding. You got to know the business side. No. You got to know the business side.
That's the right. That's the right.
No. You got to know the business side. I wasn't knowledgeable of the business side.
Okay. It's a game.
No, it's the business side. It's not, because you got to know the business. You got to know the business. If you don't know the business side, meaning that everybody know that you got a business, right? You got to pay taxes for your business taxes and your personal if you're employed.
So you got to follow the rules. It's a game.
Not the rule, but it's just you got to know.
Josh, you know what a game is?
The orders.
What's a game, brother?
No. See, because when you say game,
Uno? Do you play Uno?
No, when you say goon, when you say Ralph,
Uno?
I want you to be specific. When you say game, I don't want you to get people thinking game.
It's not a toy.
Meaning that you got to know the ins and outs,
the rules and the regulations. You can't do this.
No. You got to know the ins and outs of your business. You got to know how to do the administrative part. That's the correct word. You got to know the administrative part. If you don't know the administrative part in nonprofit, you're done.
Yeah.
So meaning that if you don't know how to write grants, if you don't know how to budget, because remember, once you get a grant, you may not get another grant for a year. Because you don't get awarded, what you doing? You're basing off.
Because you got to learn the rules to the game.
Because you got to have a sustainable business model. You got to have a strong business model that you putting up your own money and they got to see what you're doing. You can't come, everybody can write a good on paper, project what you're going to do when you give me money, but they're going to ask, what have you invested in yourself? No, I'm saying,
so
but.
Now what does Step Up entail?
Step Up is a community.
Step Up with an exclamation point. What
Step Up is a community advocacy, human service. I'm sorry.
I heard you when you said all of that.
But
I'm a millennial.
Step Up is a community organization for the people. I fight for the real is. A millennial. I fight for the real. I fight for felons. I fight for felons.
No. How?
Meaning that I bring awareness, meaning that, because when we say felons, because it is a touchy situation. I was just dealing with some women today. Now I want to say we're an amazing all minority women organization, phenomenal, like Women in Distress, another survivor stroke.
What do you mean?
Women in Distress, that's the name of that organization. Because remember, women, some victims are women and males that has been battered.
Yeah.
Fiance, so that's when you talking about second chance, it's touchy.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful how you move with that. So as I'm speaking to these young ladies, and they was just saying, Josh, we really can't support that step up because we still got trauma. So I'm like, man, you know what, sister, you right. Yep. So what we need to do, we're saying, listen, I pick my battle. I know who I'm dealing with. Yeah. So what I'm saying, employers, what if we would have gave our uncles, our older brothers, our dads, for the millennials, their dads, aunties, whoever, an opportunity when they got arrested in the early 90s to get what they're getting now with a second chance, meaning that they can go to school, they can drive, they get CDLs, they can get housing, they can get a second chance of rectifying their mistake. What if they would have got that in the 90s? We would have had this high poverty, we would have had all these chances. Yeah. So it's like, Josh, listen, that's my battle. My battle ain't, granted, it's so many issues when you talking about second, but I picked that one. Okay. I'm talking to the community. I'm talking to employers. I'm talking to the government. What have we would have did when y'all was doing all these, implementing these policies?
The laws and everything.
Did you think about the back end? Because we always being preventive, but what is the reaction of what we're doing? Everybody, it sounds good. Oh, we going to make it hard. Oh, do it like this, do it. No. Yeah. But what happened when these individuals come out? You saying a felon, you done told everybody felon bad. Yeah. Now the employees don't want to touch them. Yeah. Certain communities don't want them. Yeah. They can't get it. What you going to do? Man, I got to go back to what I know right now. I got to survive. Right. So only thing I'm saying, I'm being specific what I mean with second chance. Second chance is just basically saying, listen, government, community, we didn't really welcome these individuals back. This what happened when we didn't with some of these policies. I just want you to hear these stories of how they was affected by returning back to the community. Victims and everything, I can't, granted, because those are some real touchy stories. I can't get on that.
So that's not your...
Yeah, no, that's not me. I'm not for the, you know what I'm saying? I'm only talking to the government and the community. Listen, this individual probably would have been good have you would have got a second chance.
This deals with funding, like Like the step up. I'm saying like it has to be government funded.
To a degree, yes.
To a degree.
I have to get funding because certain programs, because my mentoring program is a second chance mentoring
That's
program.
also part of step up.
It's part of Step Up as well, but
Okay.
it deals with more kids who getting a spell, giving them an opportunity to go back to their home school.
Oh, back to the home
Yeah,
school.
yeah. So
Oh,
I'm just more
okay.
focused on the youth part, but
Oh,
I
okay,
just do the
okay.
awareness walk
Okay.
because I'm advocating for it. Because man, you
When
hearing
you
these
said
stories.
awareness walk, tell us about that.
The awareness walk is exactly that. Just bringing the awareness. Hey man, listen, these bills that was in place in the early '90s and early 2000s,
They don't
I'm
serve.
sorry,
They
the
don't
later
serve
90s,
us. They don't serve us.
it
no
did
more.
some damage.
Yeah, yeah,
Listen
it
to
serves
these
no
stories.
purpose.
You see what I'm saying?
Right,
That's
right.
basically what this walk is.
Right, right.
I'm not saying,
They
in the,
didn't.
yeah, like what charge? No. Listen, those victims, whoever may happen, to say, "No, I'm not ready to give a second chance to my to my defender, perpetrator." Can't come to, the term can't come to my head right now, but I'm not ready to forgive my Damn, I'm trying to think. It's at the tip of my tongue, but I'm not ready to forgive my husband. I'm not ready to forgive the guy who molested me. I'm not ready ever to forgive that person who killed my. You see what I'm saying? So I respect that. So I just only deal on, hey, government, look what y'all did. You know what I'm saying? Y'all late talking about 2020
right a little bit of
getting
wrong.
them CDL. Man, what happened to that brother in early 2008 when it was hot?
Yeah.
He could have been got his CDL license and driving trucks. You talking about he 30, 50 years old. He's 60. You think he give a damn about not ready? I don't know if I can say that.
No,
You
go
think he
ahead.
give a
Speak
damn
your
right
mind,
now
bro.
about driving trucks?
Talk
Yeah,
to
he
me.
gonna
At
capitalize
his
on it. But
age.
imagine what if he would have got in 2003 and 4 when the truck game was hot.
Right.
Business, home. Really get. I learned a trade and while I was incarcerated, got my GED. I came and be a plumber, electrical guy because they won't holler fellas. Just imagine I would have got a second chance. My life and my kids would have been good by now. So that's all I'm saying. Here government, here community, here HR. So that's all I'm saying. Just listen to HR. This is what government did to our individuals.
So the Step Up nonprofit that you have is mainly to bring
Bring
awareness.
certain one of my initiatives is to bring awareness. I have two programs. One of my first program is my second chance mentoring program. That's for you,
Okay.
helping them to get back once they
Right.
get expelled, trying to help them to get back into school.
And
Same as
what does
thing.
that entail?
Meaning, like two of our kids in Broward County School Board brought guns to school. You know that's automatic.
I saw that, yeah.
So now we're going to see that's poor decision. But that's for exposure. We say poor decision. Yes, they'll say we look at Nicholas Cruz with Douglas. We can't. With Douglas with Parkland. We can't make a mistake like that. But we also know these kids deal with teasing different. I don't want to call it bullying because I hate that word teasing.
No, it's
Sticking
bullying.
stones may break my bone, but words would never hurt me. Y'all know that we was growing
That's
up.
how I was raised.
That's how we was raised. So they done made it soft and say it's bullying. Hell no, sticking stone. As
It's
long as
just
they don't hit
words,
you,
man.
you stand strong. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna
But-
hit me, I'm gonna hit you right
you see what I'm
back.
saying?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
them words, man, as long as you don't touch me, man, you say all you gotta say, but as long as you don't touch me.
Say what you
But
got.
anyway, so they don't know how to deal with with different issues. So that they resulting with poor decision. I don't even call it they making poor decisions. Hell, you got some adults make poor decisions. But our teenager males, I don't know how they getting these guns, but they getting guns.
They so
and-
emotional.
Yeah,
They so
I was
it's
gonna say it's kind of hard to compare to when we were growing up because sticks and stones, yes, but we also grew up in an era where sticks and stones we may fight. It wasn't as serious. We didn't have as many school shootings as we have now. You have school shootings guaranteed every year for sure.
No, but
And people are losing their children. So I'm just speaking as a parent.
Most
When
definitely.
you say a second chance, it's a touchy thing for me because I have children in school. So a child that may possibly have brought a gun, that could have been my child's life. And now if you say, well, he deserves a second chance because he made a poor decision, I'm sorry. Because now you give him opportunity to possibly make another poor decision.
no, and that's why we
And
have
bullying, you say bullying is the term that you don't care for. I understand. But see, sticks and stones, we would fight. We didn't really go to the extent of actually causing that physical harm where my child is no longer on earth.
Yeah,
My
but-
child is unalived.
You hear what you're saying? Granted, and I don't want to be. That's why it take that male.
Yeah, go, you got
That's
it.
why it take that male presence to be in the home, especially with our boys.
So is that a
Yeah.
part of the program? Like kind of
Trying to toughen. I don't want to say toughen them up, but of course we know mama gonna be soft. Mama gonna love you. You know, grandma gonna baby you, but daddy gonna hold that stick to you. Daddy gonna make you a man. We just need to, we just need to be more strong. Our kids are sensitive. You know these kids, you can't yell at them. You can't. They're sensitive now.
That's the
Who
era.
can?
You see what I'm saying? Like, but
Who can? I
no,
do.
no, but I'm saying, but you
I
know,
do.
some people. What she just said. Listen, He bringing the gun. What is my child? You know, you
But
listen.
I mean, but even with that, what you said was very stereotypical to say dad is gonna bring this and mom is gonna. That's
But Miss V, but listen, you can teach a man. You gonna go in that bathroom and tell your son stand
I
up.
have
and,
no choice but to do
but,
that.
okay,
I'm a single mother.
but this, but no, but that's what you just saying as a single mom. Moms only can do certain things to raise the boy how to be a man. But they're gonna take that man to really show that boy how to be a
So
boy.
now my question
Be a
is,
man.
what happens when you have those same children that have that father presence and they're still behaving in this way? I don't think your program is not good. I feel like it is a good program. These children need guidance. But what I'm saying is we got to make sure with our wordplay, because when you say, well, sticks and stones and bullying, it is technically a form of bullying, because that's why some of these kids, that's why some of these school shootings is happening. A lot of the kids, they say they've been being bullied.
You know, it's funny you speaking from a mom.
No.
No, I'm saying,
But
hold on. Like, I understand what he's saying. I get exactly what you're saying, because your thing is, wait, who's gonna protect my babies?
Because see, for me, it's like I tell my daughter all the time, sticks and stones for sure. And I'm a mom, sticks and stones my ass. Because if you say a little bit too many words, it's time to beat some ass. That's the mom I am. So, but that's the era I grew up in as well. You understand? So I get it, and it's not. I don't do too friendly with the bullying word. But like I said, if you're gonna use the example of a child. And I say child because they're not 18 yet. You bring a firearm to school. At the end of the day, anybody could be harmed, even you. So now, if I get presented at a PTA meeting where they say, well, we want to give him a second chance, to hell.
Are you trying to say?
No.
Let
Let me answer that. Let me answer that real
Hold up,
quick.
before you do
Go
it.
ahead.
Are you trying to say, like, the reason why these kids are, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but
Right.
like the reason why, you know, you may have kid bring a gun to school and actually try to use it
They don't have
is
that
because
parenting.
that man is not there.
No.
No?
I'm gonna clear it for you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use Victor Cruz. And when you just saying,
Okay.
guys, and you know, prime example, kids got more privacy than anything.
Yeah.
How many privacy did we have when we was growing? I'm an 80s baby. I'm born
I ain't have
82.
no privacy.
Ain't no privacy. Mama know what was going on in that room.
yeah.
Open that goddamn door.
my
Let me
kids
see.
ain't got no
Hold on,
privacy.
no. Stick with me now.
Okay.
Now, I want you to. So when you saying,
I'm
because I
here.
fight with this every
I'm
day,
here.
Miss V. So when we say we know who's doing that, so I'm gonna give you two prime examples. The kid father and mom who just went to jail got indicted because they overlooked all the signs.
Ugh.
They overlooked all the signs.
The mom knew. She just.
The dad bought the gun for the son, overlooked, came to the
Crazy.
school. I'm going back to school. I'm going back to work. That's that. Now we're going to go with the Victor Cruz. Victor Cruz come for what? He come from a foster care,
Foster care.
trauma. We dealing with a gang of
Yeah.
trauma. So what Step Up do? Step Up got mentors that what? Live the same similar situation, challenges that my
Lifestyle,
mentees have.
grown-
Just like AA, just like a
Okay.
sponsor when the individual who deal with substance abuse, they got an AA
Yeah.
sponsor, they got someone.
No, I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
can relate
Milner,
to them.
so my program
Yeah.
is unique because why I give these
matching each
kids
child's
who did
trauma
these
with
mistakes.
somebody with
My
the same-
boys, like my mentee now, Terrell, he was a star athlete. I know plenty star athletes from the 80s, 90s, 2000 made poor decisions. They senior year had a full ride athletic scholarship.
gone.
They did a strong arm robbery. Their life was over.
Yeah.
Terrell made a poor decision shooting two individuals. Yes, it could have went deadly, but it didn't. Yes, we know where it stems from. The law doesn't see that. The law see you're underage with a gun.
Right.
Yeah.
How you got this gun? You're supposed to have it. So we know where it stems from. Why Terrell may have did what he had to do. Yes, Terrell made a poor decision. Yes, those two individuals could have died, but it
But they
didn't. So
didn't.
now we need to come talk to them as a community and say, listen, young brother, this how you resolve your differences.
Yeah.
We got to do more preventive care. So when
Yeah.
you saying don't come back to school now, because when they kind of step up, they're gonna know you're gonna be held accountable, and they're gonna rectify their mistakes because they're gonna know what their poor decision they made. Like I tell everybody, I wish I would have had my program when Nicholas Cruz was going through what he was doing, because I could have partnered Nicholas Cruz up with a Nicholas Cruz, or older Nicholas Cruz, but I could have told her, listen, I was having doing those same malicious gestures, making those same malicious allegations, and I didn't go through with mine. This why I didn't go through with mine. Yeah. Who knows? Have he would have had a mentor that can relate to Victor Cruz, we would have never had a parking shooting. So when you say kids coming back, no, after they get in touch with my program, they're gonna have more. I'm gonna knock on wood. They're gonna be more better young men when they return back to their homes.
But let me ask you something. But with a Victor Cruz,
Nicholas Cruz.
Let's just say you did have your program and it was up and running and going. How you gonna pinpoint a Nicholas Cruz for you to be able to mentor him?
Like I said, you
Because
got
what I'm asking was like, does he have a track record of being in trouble, suspended? Because he didn't have none of those.
Yes,
so,
he did. Yes, he did. He was getting getting suspended, keep getting right up. They knew about it.
He
He
was
had to get
suspended
searched.
when he
Yeah.
went back
Every
to
time he
school,
come to
right,
school, he had to get searched.
So it
Yeah,
was.
they knew about his
Okay,
behavior. Yeah, they knew
okay.
about. That's what I'm saying. They cover things up, especially when our suburban school. They don't want to be on news, so they gonna cover stuff
Okay,
up.
okay.
They'll expose us, but we know all the most crime is going on in the suburb. All of them. I don't want to just pinpoint, but they push things under the rug.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
don't do that because now when you're doing that situation like that,
At the end of
it's
the
a-
day, if your program is going to save one student, it's definitely worth
yeah,
it.
and that's why I
So-
tell everybody it's not discriminatory. I don't focus on my inner city kids. No, I said my kid program can go out into the suburbs too because I want to partner these kids up with mentors that who have similar situations, meaning they come from a wealthy family, had these thoughts, had these situations, and this how they overcame.
But let me ask you this: so is it like a case by case?
Yeah, it is. It definitely
Okay,
is.
yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
you- 'cause
yeah.
me
You can't.
personally,
Yeah,
you can't
You
accept
can't.
that.
No, I ain't
Right,
bringing.
that's why I asked you.
African American can't
Right.
relate to
That's why I
a
asked you.
Caucasian.
Right.
Individual. Our lifestyle is two different
Right,
things,
that's
even
why I
with
asked
someone
you.
ethnicity.
Uh-huh,
I cannot relate to a Creole speaking individual. I never spoke Creole. I never lived in a Creole household, so I can't say, okay, this is how you handle your differences. This is what you do. No, I'm gonna partner you up with someone who's Creole that can understand your culture, that can relate to you.
right.
And that's what my mentors is. They are second chance mentor. Why? Because they made a mistake and they want to give back.
Okay.
But only is my mentors may have a little felon. So that's why I have to fight a little bit because they come from all various backgrounds and
There's
life
nothing
will walk.
wrong with a little felon.
Yeah,
That's
but-
the best mentor
But
sometimes.
the
right?
government, look, you remember, we still on what paper? Paper wants you to look perfect. So I got to let the powers that be that who make these policies listen. Only but it's gonna work. We got to think outside the box because we dealing with new time.
Yeah.
Right.
And we dealing with new time. We can't do that old ways with new time. So now it's time to scratch it and let's come up with some new ways of how we're going to be able to deal with our youth. Where it comes with bullying, when it comes to making poor decisions, when it comes, of course, suicidal thoughts. We got to start pairing our teenagers with individuals that had these same experiences that can talk to them. So hopefully, eventually, they'll come out. We need more programs, a credible messenger program like mine, and also other programs that's doing partner team youth with individuals with a similar situation
Let
to
me ask you
theirs.
this, Josh. Do you have like any programs to teach these kids like skills?
There we
Living
go.
skills? Right.
That's number two.
Right.
You'll say I like to follow what's popping. When I want to say what's popping, what's the future? We all know technology, tech is taking over.
Yes, taking over.
We know. I just read an article the other day. They said that all the investors, the older investors, VC investors, are no longer. They're letting the tech brokers invest now because they are the wave. Tech is the wave. So what I'm doing, I'm trying to give our underserved community an opportunity to be the first at the table. What I mean by that, Josh, meaning that Step Up got a youth skill program that our kids are going to learn to be robot operators. No more carpenters. You're going to be a robot operator. Why? Because you're going to learn how to operate this robot. So when this industry take off, you're going to be the first in line to be able to be an engineer or repair, wherever you're going to do something in those fields of robots. Then we're going to talk about trades. Say we all need AC work done, electrical work, plumbers.
Yeah.
You're going to learn a trade. You're going to learn to be able to fix wherever it is. You're going to learn those hand skills. So
who are you teaching these trades to?
those are my youth. Those are my middle school to high school kids. Because, of course, when you get by 21, you feel like you're grown. You know what you want to do.
Yeah.
I got to catch my babies. I'm catching the babies. I'm catching my middle school to my high school. Those are the ones that are going to be our
Now,
good.
are these the kids that are troubled or?
It can be anyone. It can be anyone. It doesn't vary. It could come. You can be at an alternative school. You can be at a regular public school.
So, I'm just trying to understand how they tie into each other.
What it is like, because this is a new program. Because remember, it's new. This is a new industry. Because I'm trying to build robots. The robotic machines to build affordable home, meaning building the shell of a home. Instead of using a brick mason, now you're using a robot to build the structure of the wall. So with that, I'm trying to implement it with all kids, meaning that I may have some kids who may not be inclined with learning the software, but they may be good with their hand. No kid would not be left behind. Just like they say with school, no kid left behind. No kid would not be left behind. I don't care. But long as if you can adapt, and we see the ability in your skills with my program. We're going to have a job for you. And then call it a job, you're going to have a career path.
So at this current time, what I know you because you're District 99. So at this current time, are there any particular like schools that you're actually working with where you're able to grasp these children and get these children to kind of start in this program and work their way through?
I'm work closely with Belglaze,
Okay.
because
Okay.
like I say, Belglaze has more land in South Florida. Right now, it's this new company just created a big deal, amazing company. They deal with concrete seawall. Just landed a big deal with Mark Cuban. But hopefully, granted, still 3D industry because I focus on the 3D industry. That hopefully we may tie in someone with Broward County. So at this moment, with my construction program, is more geared towards Belglaze because they have more land and what
Gotcha.
that's a more underserved, ruined area. So I want to make sure those kids get that opportunity to get this industry once it take off. But I'm going to bring it back to Broward. But right now, it's more upon Beach that who's getting exposed because most of those 3D concrete printing companies, they live in they are in
Up that
Palm
way.
Beach. Yeah.
So what's happening in April?
In April is my walk. The second chance awareness walk is exactly as that. Guys, I want you to come out, ladies as well. I want you to come out and hear the stories of these individuals. Hear the stories of what happened once they hold accountable, committed their crime, came back, served their time. I want to say committed a crime. Served their time, came back to the community, and this is what they was faced for. Some got degrees and all. Just hear these stories of, man, listen, how I was not given a second chance. How I would have got a second chance.
What could have been
You said, who knows what I could have been.
Yeah.
So I just want those stories to be heard. So our elected officials and our HR directors and our policymakers can hear, yo, this what happened when y'all was creating these bills in the 80s and 90s. Yes, we know it was at the top. It was, you had to deal with the issue that was at the moment. But
Right.
these were the realm of these policy that you created.
The
It really affected
ramifications,
family.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Let me ask you. So location. Where's this walk is taking?
The
place?
walk is going to take at Plantation. I like to take it to different areas. It'll be at Plantation Central Park. That's in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
It's very easy down Broad Boulevard. You'll see the park on the right hand side. It's on the track, so it's on the 4 laps around the track, and then we're going to end it with individual stories.
Okay.
So
Where you said
basically
4 laps
bringing
and then
it
you're gonna talk.
Then we're going to talk. Yeah, we want to get a little wellness going
just
on.
bringing the wellness.
Yeah,
Okay.
just bring it. But I
Okay.
want to bring it so we can do some healthy stuff. I want to make sure. I was going for my real walkers and 5K, but they said, Josh, your time is too late for real walkers and
Yeah.
5K. So I say 10 a.m. My audience is different because it's more of the story, but I just want them to get some little exercise in.
So what time the walk starts?
10 a.m.
10 a.m. to what?
Yeah, 10 to 1 p.m. But you can register. You start picking up your T-shirt at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay. And where can the people go and register?
You can go to www.runsignup.com/step up second chance awareness walk.
Okay.
Okay, man. We appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate
we
it.
appreciate you
Likewise.
coming and spending time with us, man.
Thank
You know, we wish you well. We hope your journey
luck on this
goes
walk.
as you envision it, not just with the step up with the program, but
Yeah.
with specifically District 99, man. Hopefully, man, and I hope that nothing gets in your way of you
Yeah.
accomplishing what you're setting out to do. You know what I'm saying? If there's anything we can do to help you in the future, you know, the show, we're here. You know what I'm saying? You got any special announcements you want to come make? We're always here, you know what I'm saying, to show you love, brother.
I'm gonna hold you to it.
You ain't got to hold me to it. The word is law. And I will say to you, brother, just be careful out there and learn the game, huh? We love you, man. We appreciate you, man.
Likewise,
Appreciate you,
brother.
Josh.
Likewise.
Yeah, we do,
likewise.
man. And as always, man, we appreciate you guys out there. We ask you guys to please like, subscribe,
And hit the
comment,
like button.
hit the like button and
Yeah.
comment. Let us know what you think. And reach out to Josh, you know what I'm saying? Support him. If you're a felon, come out and go walk with the brother, you know what I'm saying?
April 7th.
April 7th. It's going to be in Broward. You know what I'm saying? Plantation off of Broward Boulevard. And let's show him love and support. And let's vote for the brother, too. You know what I'm saying?
District 99.
August 20th.
As always, man, love and respect. We appreciate you guys. Peace.
Peace.